So I did that video about that sneaky, snaky MMA channel, 10-7 MMA. Doing that piece with Justin Jaynes about there being a money dispute between Sean Strickland and Eric Nicksick. As we all know, it's been well documented and well discussed throughout the MMA community that there was and is a bit of a rift between Sean Strickland and Eric Nicksick.
And I just was really caught off guard and kind of like, weird about it. I was like, man, there has to be something between the lines. And then Eric talks about how he might cut ties working with Sean. A lot of people at the gym, high-level fighters that you guys would know, I guess, are upset with me, going against the grain. Pretty much saying fuck Justin for saying the things he did. With that being said, a lot of the gym agrees with me. So it's a 50-50 split. I don't want to talk about specifics, even though I was given permission to, but I'm not going to out of the privacy of, argument's sake. I don't want to by mistake say the wrong number, and, so I'm just going to keep it broad.
Yeah.
So, going into that fight, they had talked about payment and how much, Eric thought he was deserved to be paid and how much Sean wanted to pay and offered to pay. And I guess there was a payment dispute somewhere along the lines. And again, I'm hoping maybe we can get Eric on the show and he can explain much deeper because he hasn't come out publicly and talked about it. If we could have him on the 10-7 for the first time to talk about it, I think it would be awesome.
Now, Eric Nicksick's come out, done an interview. I can't remember. It was Versus. He did an interview with Versus, and he cleared the air. He said a lot of great stuff that I like to hear. He regretted going on the Ariel Helwani show, not for the reasons that Justin Jaynes said that he regretted going on. He basically just came out and said everything we knew Eric Nicksick would say.
Friday of this week, I started to get back in the mode. Okay, accepted kind of everything that happened. The fallout, I don't even consider it a fallout. I think it's just something I needed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I made a calculated mistake. We'll talk about that. And kind of my thought process and what went on. But again, it was something I felt like I really needed because what it did is it showed me a lot about people. Mm-hmm. It made me learn about, what I need to do better. There was a lot, bro. Mm-hmm. There was a lot. And dude, I came out of this going, okay, here's where I can be a better person, a better coach, a better friend, a better mentor, definitely. All these other things. But it also kind of showed me who's actually in my corner,
Now, the reason why I did that video initially in the first place was because I thought, well, it was a credible source and is a credible source. Whether or not there actually is a money dispute going on between Sean Strickland and Eric Nicksick, or there has to be something there. There has to be something there. Otherwise, this coach and fighter out of Xtreme Couture wouldn't have... I don't think he would have done that podcast and put it out.
I have to agree with Eric. I don't, and I don't have to, man. It doesn't. Even as a friend.
Obviously, they're trying to get some hype and some steam for their channel. I get it. But this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Especially going against the coach of your own gym. Because Sean Strickland's come out and said that that's total bullshit. And unless if it was maybe in the heat of the moment, well, Nicksick was super frustrated. Because from what I've heard, what I've taken away from all of this is that I heard after the fight, Strickland came out and said that he just wasn't into it. He wasn't wanting to be there. His heart wasn't in the fight. And that pissed off Eric. That's the takeaway. And then there was a podcast here, an interview there. And here we are. There has to be something to that. But Sean Strickland's coming out and saying that it's bullshit. Eric Nicksick did not ask for more money. But Justin Jaynes said that Eric Nicksick showed him that conversation. So definitely a little bit of a wedge growing in the gym there at Xtreme Couture. A little bit of a divide amongst the men. A little bit of a division amongst the ranks there. Interesting. I'm going to have to unsubscribe from that channel because that's not how I get down. I do a little bit of trolling and I have some fun, but this is some deep shit you guys are stepping in. Oh, motherfucker's nasty. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here.